Hey guys, it's Gabe. It is the 2nd of July, and this is my 4-month update on testosterone. I'm so excited by the way that my transition is going. I've got some uncertainty and some stress in other aspects of my life, but for at least the transition part of things, I am 100% happy with the way things are going. There's definitely some chin fuzz happening, more chin fuzz, and with more chin fuzz came more acne. So that's kind of a downside, but I like to see it as a mark of progress, and that all of these weekly shots are actually doing me some good. So I am very happy to be having acne, even though it's even worse than it was the first time around. I thought I had horrendous acne back during puberty 1.0, but it turns out that this is worse than anything I've ever had, and this is only the beginning. I can tell, which is both exciting and kind of infuriating because I'm not a big fan of having painful facial blemishes. But you know, you win some, you lose some, and this is a pretty. I mean, it's a little bit of a loss, but it's a great game too because yay, stuff is happening. Appetite, not so much a change in that. It's kind of tough to gauge my appetite change because during the school year I had a pretty regular eating schedule, and now that I'm kind of living on my own and I have a part-time job that I do from home a lot, um, there isn't as much structure in my day, so I don't know if I'm eating more or wanting to eat more than usual. Um, I know that I am gross and sweaty, but that's also probably having to do with the fact that I live in Georgia and it's the summer. So, not much to be able to be done about that, but spend a lot of time at the pool to try and cool off. I will be posting video about binding hopefully soon, talking a little bit about my experiences. I do wear a lot of constrictive binding layers because, and by a lot I mean I tend to double my binders, so I went to the chiropractor and my back muscles were so tight that she wasn't actually able to adjust um, all of my ribs back to where they needed to be, but um, I'm working on that, working on stretching out my back and all that stuff, so I'll talk about that in my next video. But I'm having a little bit of physical pain related to binding, but again, that's something that I'm willing to take in exchange for really being able to be read as my proper gender. So that's really exciting. Picking up some of my old hobbies, took my guitar out of her case, and I'm working on fixing up my scooter because she's kind of been sitting in the school garage for a while. So trying to keep my hands and mind busy while I am just part-time employed this summer. I'm kind of navigating the complications, I guess, of applying to a job without having changed my name. Since my technical permanent residence is in Connecticut, I need to go up there to get all my paperwork changed. And to start that process, it's going to be a long and arduous paperwork trail, so I'm probably going to tackle that when I go home for winter break in December. So, but I say that to talk a little bit about the fact that it's tough for me to figure out what do I put on my resume, what name do I put on my resume, how to apply to these jobs, and do I feel comfortable disclosing about being trans, where can I kind of put what name. So I'm kind of handling that on a case-by-case basis. It's not very fun, but hopefully one of these days I will get a call back, because it's tricky too because I don't actually have a lot of food service or retail experience. A lot of my experience is administrative, but a lot of administrative positions out there require a bachelor's degree, which I don't have yet. So I'm just trying to get a job with very little actual food service or retail experience, and with the added fact that on some applications I disclose that I'm trans. So it's just a kind of tough place to maneuver in, but hopefully I'll be picking up a part-time job soon. outside of my internship for the college. I'm living with some pretty interesting dynamic roommates. We're friends, and living with friends can always be tricky. So, but I'm having a pretty good time with people that are in my life right now. Talking a lot more with my parents about what transition means. Trying to be a little bit more open with them, and trying to communicate reasons why I might not be comfortable going home right now, but why I would like to come home in the future. Um, so all in all, things are pretty great. In 4 months, I feel like I've had a lot of positive changes. Um, no one's ever 100% happy with, the negative bits like acne, but I I'm really enjoying myself and feeling really great about the way things are going. Feel free to drop me a line if you have any questions. There's my blog, and there's of course a YouTube comment section. And keep an eye out for my next video, which is going to be about binding and the trials and tribulations of that process, especially for bigger chested guys like myself. So I hope you all have a fabulous day, and I'll see you around the internet later.